All right. Welcome everybody to another monthly training here for kvCORE training. Where today's topic that I wanted to cover today was how to make a newsletter using ChatGPT for your kvCORE email. We're gonna make an email in kvCORE, and we're gonna use ChatGPT in order to help cultivate some content for us for a newsletter. If you don't already, do this on a regular basis, it could be weekly, it could be monthly, however often that you want. But if you're not already, using an email newsletter of any kind to help prospect and market to your database, ChatGPT has made it super easy for agents to be able to get content very easily and just start brainstorming some ideas for you on other ways that you can use this to create content to market to your database, not just within an email newsletter, right? So before we get started, I just want to introduce myself for anybody who's new here. My name is Jason Yeager. I am a licensed agent here in Southwest Missouri with eXp Realty. I'm also the team leader for my local team here, the Great Branson Homes team. Lisa here is our team admin, and she does a lot of coaching and consultations with agents who've been in the business looking to grow your business. And that's really what this channel particularly is for. My YouTube channel is specifically for kvCORE training, and now we're going to start implementing some different videos on how to use AI in your business as well. So if that's something of interest to you, if you want to learn or know more about that, be sure to click visit the YouTube channel link. It's in the chat down below if you're on Zoom. And if you're already watching this on YouTube, then make sure you click that button while you're here. If you're not already, if you're on Workplace, we're live on Workplace right now. I've got the link in the chat down below there, so you can be sure to stay up to date on any new content that we do. I try to do these the first Tuesday of every month. So thank you for joining us today. I want to jump right into the content here. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we'll get started on how to get this whole thing going. Okay. All right. In kvCORE here, the first thing we're going to start is really just by simply creating a template, right? We're going to build out a template that you can use and reuse as often as you want. The more that you can build this out for things that you're going to use in every email, whether that's, again, every other day, a weekly email or a monthly email, it's going to save you time. And that's really what it's all about, is trying to save you time in doing these activities that you don't feel are money-making activities, efforts and things that you do in your business every day that aren't getting you deals, right? But they have to be done, whether you're going to hire a marketing team, a marketing person, somebody is going to be in charge of doing this. And even if you're not in a real estate team, I mean, you're doing this, you're tasked on a marketing team of doing this for a realtor or a team lead, a broker. This can be very useful for you as well. So if you're using kvCORE, in the marketing tab here on the left, you're going to click on marketing, and you'll just go to smart campaigns. Okay. And then you're going to need to build out a template here. So click on the upper button up here to start a new template. And I'll just kind of show you the one that we're going to do today is going to look something like this. So pull up the one that I already have in here. It's this one right here. I'm going to edit this one so you can kind of see what it looks like. This is what I want to try to kind of build out for you guys here. This is what I use for my weekly email. It'll look something like this. And then really the main beef and meat and potatoes of whatever is going to go in for that week goes in right here in that text box right there. And that's what gets changed out. Everything else on this that you see is a template that gets used and reused every week that can drive people back to my website, to look at listings, to get a home valuation for like a featured property. Got some other people coming in here. There we go. And also my YouTube channel. You know, the two main drivers that I want to try to get people back to in my weekly email is my YouTube channel and my website. You know, I want them shopping around, looking at listings, and I want them to get to know me more. So whatever is important for you, if you are a blogger and you love to blog, you can turn all of your blog content into weekly or monthly email content. You know, you can do that very easily. Also, if you
Hey,
are
Jason, I'm sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you. We have, I don't think we're able, you're not sharing screen on that. Make sure when you go back to your share screen that, that everybody can see that. I don't know why it's not showing up in Workplace. But
what do you want me share screen again?
maybe try that again. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I don't see it on. Is everybody else? I know people on Zoom are probably seeing it, but for some reason it's not showing up in Workplace.
I'll share it again.
There we go.
Good?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
I put the wrong link in Workplace here for my channel. That's a YouTube video that I'm going to use later. Sorry. All right. There you go.
Perfect.
All right.
Good deal.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh, so here's the template that we're going to try to build out today. And as you can see, it's just pretty similar to MailChimp. If you've ever used any other newsletter builders, websites and things, MailChimp is got almost like in the same interface here. So if you've used MailChimp, this will be very simple for you to build out email template for your newsletter in kvCORE. I'm going to start from scratch here, and we're going to do this. Yes, I want to end that. And then in templates right here, we're going to create a new one, okay? Add template. Click on that green button right here, and we're going to do an email template, okay? And you're going to give the template a name. So it can be, you know, mine was SOI for sphere of influence, weekly email. And I'll probably put like number 2 since I have one that's titled that already in my deal, so I don't screw everything up and choose. And we're trying to build it out the same. But if I like this better than my original, maybe I'll just start using this one instead. I don't know. We'll just wing it. All right. So down here in the advanced editor, because your default is just the normal editor, you want to do the advanced settings is what you want. So click on this blue button here, and it says, are you sure? The changes, if you've already built something out and then you decide to click advanced editor, you lose everything that you've already started with. So decide if you're going to need the advanced editor in the beginning. Then you're going to give it a subject. Well, the subject can change every week or every month, whatever it is. So I just put subject to change. And then you're just going to have to know that whenever you go and you're going to edit this every time you create a new one. Okay. Now, you have these content blocks here. Okay. And this is where you just can have free reign to get creative with however you want to build it out. Right. So the first one starts right here, and then you can start having in these rows here, these tabs here on the right. This is all the different kind of content that you can put in these blocks. And then these rows are kind of the layout of what you want the content to look like in your newsletter here. Okay. So if you're doing just text and you want it to span the full width of your email, you'd probably just want to use our normal, the first one right here, just like this one right here. Okay. If you want images and some text or some columns, you can have them where the column is, kind of adjusted to the left here. And then your text is out to the right or a little larger. You see what I'm saying? Like you can split it evenly, whatever you want it to kind of look like. You can have multiple images that can be in each one of these little blocks here, So just get creative with it. We're going to go down here and we're just going to drag to the line here where when it says drag to here, you just let go and it'll add another block for you. Okay. And you can just continue to do this as you're building out. If you don't kind of already know how it's all going to look, that's totally fine. You can add more of these as you go. Okay. But for the top one here, it's probably good to have a header. Okay. You want an email header. If you don't already have one made, you can make one very easily in Canva or any other type of suite. Broker, Breakthrough Broker was one that I've used in the beginning of my career, pretty much for free. Like lots of free content that you can add your own image of yourself, you brand yourself or brand your company, your logo, and your contact information, right? And then you want to make sure that it's compliant with your state's brokerage, license laws, right? So the one I have here is once you make a block here for this row right here, we're going to tell it we want this to be an image. So then you can just click, drag, and drop it in there. And now you can just hit browse here. Okay. And the cool thing about kvCORE is that it's already got a button here where you can search for free photos that it can already give you. You can browse through some of those, but again, if you want it to be customized for the purpose of this picture being an email header, you're going to need to take some time to create a quick little email header. And you could really go into Canva and very quickly just say, make me an email header. And if you've already got your logo and some, a headshot, you can make one super simple with your brand colors and everything. The one that I use is already uploaded here. So if you need to upload a new one, you just click on that blue button, or you can search for some of their stock photos. Okay. So I just want you to know that that's an option in kvCORE, that they do have stock photos that you can use for other kinds of content in your email marketing. Okay. But if you need to upload one, you just simply go there, click and drop it in there, and it'll be added into your file library that you can use for your emails, for your blog content as well. It'll all just be saved in the back end of kvCORE for you in your file manager. You can also organize these with a folder system here, but this is just the general folder. I don't have too many right now where I'd have to scroll through so many images, but eventually if you're doing this a lot, right, then you probably would want to try to organize this in a manner where you could go and quickly find kind images for different scenarios, right? So down here, my email header is, okay, I'm on a different, got to go back a little bit. I think I am starting to get to that point where I've got enough images that it's going to take me a while to find the one that I want. Yeah, so I've got one for hot deals of the week. Did I totally miss it or what? There it is. This is the one that I want. Okay, so I just insert that one here and boom, it's super simple. Pops it in there, right? And then we might want to put like a divider and just drop it in that line right there. Okay, right underneath your header. Okay, and then
Just a note, if you were to save your images with the name that you might search by it, then you could use the
yeah,
little search tool.
yep. Who's got time for that though, right? All right, so then the next part, we want it to be a text here. I'm gonna just drop the text here. And as you notice, like when you're putting rows in, okay, you're gonna put a row in here. And then in order to get back to, here or any other of these boxes, right? You're gonna have to, if you want to change this, you can just go back over here and then make this a button if you wanted to, okay? And then you could just get rid of this. Click on that and then just click on the trash. Delete that and make that a button if you wanted to, okay? Make sure you click on the place where you wanted to modify or copy, use that again. You could use this as your copy and then paste it down below, okay? But right now, we're just want to make this an image. So you have to click on the content right here. It was an image before. So that's what we want to do right here is just put, I'm sorry, text. Sorry. We're going to put text here. And then you can just click on your sentence and you can start editing that to whatever you want. Okay. And then down here, we'll make another row for, let's say, do one of these where we have a little longer column and a shorter column here. And we'll build and just drag that. Sorry. What is happening? I just lost my screen. Screen sharing is paused. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. So now we've got this one here. We're going to turn this into, go back to content right here and tell it what kind of content you want this to be here. So maybe we put some text. Okay. I don't know. Every time I touch the deal, it's exiting out of my screen. Okay. Y'all, nothing's changing on y'all's end, right? Okay. Well, it's just strange. Every time I go to try to drag something in over here, it's doing something with my mouse maybe that's causing it to minimize this my screen. Sorry about that. We'll make this an image right here. Pop that. It's doing it every time. And
Maybe change your view up there in the top right and use either just use a different view. See if
well, it's
that
just
doesn't help.
closing the whole browser, my whole, it's just going back to my desktop. It just moves, it closes, minimizes my whole
Gotcha.
browser down. Then I have to go find Google Chrome again to pull it back up where I was. But as long as you guys aren't
Nope, it doesn't change for
getting
us.
interrupted, okay, it's just on my end. So really this is where we're going to put again that content right here. So what I like to do is I just start it with a simple merge tag, okay? Because we want this to be something where kvCORE can assign this to all the people in your database with their first name, personalize it, right? That way you don't have to go in and do that for every single one, because this is, you're going to create a mass email later that can use this template that we're making, and it's just going to tell it who you want it to send it to. and then it'll put their name imported in there so that you can put, hey John, hey Sue, hey Sam, whatever it is. So use that merge tag right here and just put
Got it.
hey, merge tag,
First
and
name.
then first name. Okay. It puts in a little bracket, so they're not going to see first name. It's just going to put whatever their name for the contact in your kvCORE system. Okay. And I always put a little comma afterwards and do, like, I don't even know if they teach this in English anymore, but, indentions and things, a couple of the spaces down below, and then start your content right there. And that was leave it there so that it can be saved and ready to go every time you need to use that. Okay. And then after your text written email, then you're gonna have some other calls to action. Like down here, I usually put check out our listings. Okay. And then I will like maybe take this and I'll make it bold, and I'll maybe make it a little larger so that it's real prominent, and maybe change the font to something for Dana there. Okay. You can even change the color if you make it more to your brand color if you wanted to. Okay. Customize it whatever you want to do. Make it fun. Okay. And then I usually have like a graphic image for them to click on and go visit my listings. Okay. And so I have one here in the browse library again. I made one.
Kind of a stock image of your own.
Mm-hmm. So that it pops a little more. So not everything is just text with links. You have pictures with links, and it just, I don't know, it makes it more engaging, I think. See our listings here. So I'm going to
Perfect.
click on that. And then I want that image to take them back to my listings. Okay. So over here in the content right here, there's the URL for the image, but then we're going to go the image
Under
link.
action.
Okay. The action that we want it to go to is we want it to open a web page, and you can put the URL of where you want it to go. Okay. So then let me scoot you guys over.
You're good.
Well, on my browser window, I've got to get back to my top tabs, and you're always in the way. I'm going to go to my website here, and I'm just going to go down to my listings. Okay. Or if you wanted to, you just take them to your website, but you have a page that has just all of your listings on it. I believe my listings. There we go.
Yeah.
At the top there. And then I'm going to take this page as all of our listings combined in one deal that they can shop around. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to
The URL.
copy that URL, and then I'll go back to kvCORE and I'll paste that link into there. Okay. Then hit enter. And so now that image will take them to that link. Okay. And then maybe the next thing here is visit the blog. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll make a row, and maybe you do it the opposite way, to kind of counteract the other row above, and we'll have the image over here. So then I'll put the content image, make that block an image, and make this block text. And I can put like, be sure to visit the blog for new real estate content every week. And we'll do that again. Take that, make it a little bigger, make it bold, stand out there. And you can change the colors to whatever. Okay. And then this image here, I've got another little image for visit the blog with a little clickety click icon on there. And it's got my face on there. And then we want that to go back to the blog. So then I'll just go over here to my website and I find the link to my blog page. And copy that URL. And take that image here and go down to the action, right?
Yeah, you need to be sure you've selected that image in order for that menu on the right to show up.
Yeah, we're still in this
Yep.
in this box here. But sometimes people will accidentally paste the URL in this URL deal for the image rather than the URL for the image link. So just want to clarify that's important
Under action.
because when your default scrolled up here, you don't see it down. It's kind of hidden down here. You're gonna think, oh, there's the URL box. I'll just paste it in there, but that's the image for that link where it's stored. So down here, under action, I'm gonna put that image there. And then let's see, what else was I gonna include in here? We want them to visit our listings, visit the blog, and I want to take them back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I've got an image that I use. I'm gonna go back to content, click on that tab to go back to this menu of different content that you want to add, right? And I'm gonna put another image right here. And I've got another kind of like a header, but it's not at the top, it's just another thing that I use to get people to my YouTube channel. Right here, check this out on YouTube. And that just sits right there, okay? And then my next block will be a video. Or it could be a button that says, that takes them to the link, whatever you want it to be. Put a block.
And if you don't have any videos that you want to share, you could just leave that part off.
Yeah, if you have a video from your brokerage or another content creator that has some good information that you wanted to share with your database, by all means, you can share any video you want on YouTube that you feel is going to be of value to your database. Ideally though, if it's your own content, then that positions you as the person
got it,
that they want to be able to call and ask questions on. You can make a core video. This is something that if you wanted to personalize a quick little video, or you already have something in core video that you're using to just say, hey, and make a personalized video talking about your newsletter, you can put the core video in there. For me, I just put my little video this is for YouTube right here. The same thing, click on the video block, and then you want it to go to your YouTube channel. Find a video that works for this particular deal. So I'm actually going to leave that because we're for the template. We don't want it to be specific. You want to be able to go in and change
that
this
out
up per whatever. And you can, it's not a big deal if you put something in there. Just know that every time for your template, right, it's going to have that video in there. So I just leave it in there, and then I can just edit this each week, each month, however often you want, you know. And then I'm going to put whenever you save this at the end, you'll have an option to add your email signature already in there. And every one of these, when you create it, already has a unsubscribe
Yeah, all that's all taken
request
care
at
of
the
for
bottom
you.
of it. So you don't have to worry about also adding that in there either. Okay. So really that's it for, you know, just the template that you're going to use. And then here's the meat and potatoes. Here is what we're going to put in the email every single week or month. And so I go to ChatGPT over here, and I just start asking it questions about, give me some ideas, right? Start with an outline of what you're trying to accomplish. And then take the ideas that it gives you and then break it down. You know, if you want to get a month, you know, a year's worth of newsletter, if you're doing one newsletter a month, then say
December, then I would think you would be specific to December.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, to save time, you're trying to start a newsletter so you don't have to do this again next month. You can have 12 topics that are, you're going to give it to you ahead of time, put it, save the whole deal on a Word page for you, that, or store it in your notes section somewhere, that you've got it there ready to go. So then you're going to pick one of those topics that ChatGPT gives you, and then you'll build and expand on that to give you the actual email for you, or a blog, or whatever you want it to be. So you give me 12 topics for my real estate news letter. Just see what it says.
I mean, you can be even, the more specific you are about your prompts, the more specific you're going to get
Yeah.
the content, right?
For me,
You're
like,
gonna
I
say,
do weekly. So I you know, try to, I don't always, but when I do weekly, I mean, now you're talking about 52 emails that have to go out for the year, right? And I don't have time to copy and paste 52 emails in. So I just break it down every month. I say, ChatGPT, give me 4, because I'm going to do one a week. Give me 4 for
sure,
that month. And then I can break down 4 emails pretty quickly within a matter of hours and have them built out using that template that we just created. And then I have all of my month's worth of weekly email content ready to go out. And then I'll have to do it again the next month, you know, for my next 4 emails, you know. So, but if you're doing, obviously, a monthly newsletter, then you only have to worry about creating 12 instead of 52. That's the thing, is how often do you want to touch your database with a monthly email, or with an email of any kind, outside of just your monthly market report, because you can certainly use that, or really the listings, right? To search,
right, alerts,
and browse your listing
but
alerts
this
that are
is
going to come
specific.
however often you've got that going in. You know, if they're getting an email twice, 3 times a day from you on listing alerts, and they're also going to be getting you know, a monthly newsletter and a monthly market report, you just kind of think about what that experience is like on their end, and make sure that it's not
Too
flooding
much.
them, right? So the type of people that you want on this, that's why for mine's a weekly email, but it's only for my SOI. It doesn't go out to I have 7,000 people in my database, you know, but not all of them are on my weekly email. Only the people that are in my sphere, that I've sold houses to, that are my friends, and my family, or that we're having conversations, that are leading up, they're coming down the funnel. Those are the people that are in my sphere of influence, my vendors, and other people, so there's about 200 or so people that I've got on my SOI email list that get this weekly email. And that just helps stay in. And over time through your career, you're building the number of people that are going to be on that list, so that this is just one touch system that helps drive more deals for you, that stays in help you stay top of mind with those people. So I just want to kind of clarify that however you're going to build this out, think of who your audience is going to be, and then we'll establish how that's going to be put into kvCORE in your database to be able to say on your mass email, who is this going to go out to, right? Maybe not, you don't want it to go out to everybody. I don't. So now we've asked it that question. Let's go down and see what it told us here. So I've got several that I've already kind of been doing here throughout the week. Give me 12 topic for my real estate newsletter. Here's 12 captivating topics for your real estate newsletter. And they even use some like emojis here. Hello, your name. This is the kind of their version of the merge tag. Excite your readers with engaging content for your real estate newsletter. Here are 12 irresistible topics to keep your audience hooked. So these could be the topics, 12 different ideas, your January, February, March, April, whatever you want to start, wherever you want, but take this and copy it and save it somewhere so that you've got some ideas already kind of planned out for you. You're planning out your content in advance, and then you'll take one of these ideas and get specific with it, right? Investment opportunities. That's a good one. Number 11 right there. So neighborhood spotlights. That's also, something that you could talk about in your newsletter about one of your favorite neighborhoods. If something in a place that you sell a lot of homes and and you can speak with authority to people about it, then awesome, because then you could just build on that. But then you're trying to save time. You don't want to type out the whole thing. So let's just say, write me an email, Jason, an email on a neighborhood spotlight featuring Chateau Cove.
Okay.
Do that. Okay, featuring the lodges at Chateau Cove in Branson. See what it says.
Drum roll, please.
Understanding the question.
Yeah. It's thinking. We may be able to stump ChatGPT right here live.
Here it goes.
EXP Workplace there. Look at this.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So, hello, recipient's name. We hope this email finds you well. Today, we're excited to shine a spotlight on a remarkable community that captures the essence of luxurious living in the heart of Branson, the lodges at Chateau Cove. And then you've even got these little subheadings here already about the lodges at Chateau Cove. Situated on the breathtaking shores of Table Rock Lake, the lodges at Chateau Cove offer more than just a home. You want to read through this, make sure that it sounds like you. The more that you train ChatGPT on what your style is, you can go into your settings down here and kind of tell it in your profile that you're a real estate agent, that you work in Southwest Missouri, whatever your market is, that your target audience is X. The more it learns about who you are and who your audience is, what you do for a living. And
Jason, last week when you did the other ChatGPT, I thought one of the things that I thought was really good was one of the people that were watching. I can't remember her name, but she asked ChatGPT to ask her, give me 10 or 20 questions that would help you learn about my real estate business.
Mhm.
And then it gave all those questions, and then she went through and answered them, which is in turn basically teaching
Yep.
ChatGPT all about your specific business, not
Yeah.
just about real estate, but about your specific business.
Yeah.
You can, you know, what's your
When you do
specific
that,
niche
then
client.
you're gonna get better results when you start asking for
Mhm.
different types of things from ChatGPT. So
Yeah, yeah. So
um,
that's always a good idea.
yeah, this is awesome here. And then so
Yeah.
um,
So you could copy and paste this
yep,
into the newsletter, like even just part of it, or and run with it.
yep. Take this whole,
You
stay
know,
tuned for more neighborhood spotlights and real estate insights in our upcoming newsletters on the PS here. It's
so
kind of,
it's already
it's got their
written
own
all
little,
that for you. It's great.
yeah. So you can take this whole thing here and go back, try to do this. Whoa, no. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. There. Copy it. Then we'll go into kvCORE. And we've already got our
In the
deal
meat
here.
and potato section.
So one thing I need to do, hold on, is that we need to save this. Okay. This is just our template. We don't want that email to
Anything
be
in there.
the template. Okay. We're gonna add template here. Let's finish saving this
Mhm.
first. Okay. And then what I do is I go into marketing. Okay. And now I'm going to create the email. I'm going to schedule it out. Or if you just want to go in the day that you want it to go out and do all of this first thing in the morning and have it go out, you can just schedule an email to go out to your certain database. But what you want to do, for me, I just go into all marketing here and schedule the mass email. Okay. And it's right here. So again, marketing, all marketing, scheduled mass emails. Okay. Get started. And then move you guys back up to the top here. Schedule email right here. Okay. Now, who do I want this to go to? I have the people in my database hashtagged for SOI, sphere of influence. Every person that is in my sphere, I have them with the tab, as either a client, right, a new lead, prospect, whatever it is, closed, renter, buyer, seller. You also have sphere. Now you don't have a way or send contact to status. Boom. You can do it by status. I do it by hashtag because maybe not everybody in my database is labeled as sphere under the status. But I know that they are all hashtag. The people that I want to be on this email have already been assigned and organized in with a hashtag of SOI. So that's how I do it. Whoever, you can label your target audience for your newsletter, whatever you want. Okay. Just go into your whole contacts list, filter those people out, and then add a hashtag that coordinates.
Yeah, we can do that on another
filter.
day, but that is super important
Yeah.
to
That's
segment and
just
categorize your
one
database
benefit of having hashtags is to be able to isolate them
quickly.
out for a certain
Yeah.
type of
For
property
lots of
search.
reasons.
Quickly
Mhm.
add a specific search for those people that you already know are looking for this type of property, and investors, flippers,
Mhm.
vacation rental buyers, luxury sellers, whatever it is, So, but just for this, we're going to use SOI for my hashtag, and then the template name. One, remember, we saved it, and it's going to be SOI weekly email 2. Okay. Now remember, the subject was subject to change, so you want to put that in there. What did they give me? I think they gave me neighborhood spotlight. Discover the lodges at Chateau Cove in Branson with a cute little star.
Emoji. Mhm.
Yeah, you can take that, put that in for your
Popped it right in there.
subject.
Perfect.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go back to ChatGPT, and I had all this saved and now I've lost it.
Oh, great. We don't need the merge.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Take down here, and then we're gonna take all of this up to this point and
Yep.
copy that. And then I just put it here down below.
There you go. Look at there. Even the little emojis are in there. That's awesome.
Yep. And then I like to space this out a little bit so it's a little easier to read between the sub headings.
Yeah. Well, mhm.
And just, edit this
Clean it up
again
a little.
and read through it one last time to make sure that it all fits. If there's any other backlinks to other things that it's referencing in there,
You could pop those in there.
a lot of
Yeah.
times ChatGPT will they're getting their information from other websites on the internet, right? And it will have their sources, and it will have in ChatGPT, it will have maybe little, it doesn't have it on this one, but I've noticed
Yeah.
in some of my other results that they'll have like a little bracket with this with one, or they're referencing this link, or whatever. So you just kind of want to go, that won't copy and paste into kvCORE, but just read through it. If it makes sense, if there's anything else that you want to be able to tie back to, you can go and make this deal right here, True Gem in Branson, I don't know, whatever. Take that and you can tell it that here using your toolbar that you want to make that a link. Okay. And then you can make it backlink to whatever you want that deal in your text to be. And I always do it with, anytime I'm putting links in my email, I always do it with a target to open it up in a new window.
Yes.
Okay. Not take them out of the browser window that they're currently in with your email that they're reading. Okay. So that's important. But I just want you to know that within your text, you can also use links. Okay. There. If you had something that you were making in Canva, like a whole email pretty newsletter, save it as a PNG file or a JPEG file, and then you can make that your one image, right? Make your row and make that an image and upload that image from Canva into kvCORE, and then use that as the whole deal for your newsletter. But just an important note, make sure you save it as a PNG or a JPEG, not as a PDF. It won't let you import PDFs into your email template. Okay. But just want you to know that you can do that if you want, instead of building out, these templates here, right? And then, so since this is about Chateau Cove, then I've even got a video here that I could go in and be like, okay, I've got this video right here with a listing that I've got in Chateau Cove. So it's kind of a 2-for-1, let people see what one of those houses looks like in Chateau Cove, right? And then I just go into the YouTube video and I'm going to paste that in there. So then they get a chance to actually see that right
How it
there.
all ties together. That's
Yep.
good. We have about 5 minutes left.
Okay, thanks. And then, it does a little signature deal here. So you'd want to go in and edit all of that. Since we have an email signature down here, you just click on that button before you save this mass email. Include
Down there,
assigned
bottom left.
agent signature. You got to click on that tab. It's not on by default. So it's just one other step of after you've scheduled the email out and you've added your content, your bulk content from ChatGPT into your newsletter, then include a signed agent signature, and then you could even just skip all of this, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
And
looks great.
yeah, and then it's all ready to go. And then you just tell
Were
it,
there any other things in Chat GPT that you wanted to share about using for your newsletter?
um, well, I mean, like if you didn't this deal, if it was too long or whatever, you could tell it, hey, use these little brackets here and say rewrite,
Mm-hmm.
rewrite, and make it shorter. If you wanted to cater it down and more personable, I guess, and then put another little bracket in there and see what it, I don't
How
know.
it
I mean,
might switch that up. Yeah.
yeah, there's a whole other deal that you can get into, taking the content that it initially gives you and trying to cater it down if you need it to be more. You don't want to tell it, if you're writing a blog or something, you want to tell it, make it at least 800 words. For good SEO, you'd want it to be 800 to 1,000 words, and you might tell it, and optimize for SEO using this
Yeah.
keyword,
Even the more
keyword
specific.
phrase that you're trying to rank for, and then it can spit out a blog or an email. You really wouldn't do SEO for an email, but for a blog, on email though, I mean, it's just taking one of those subjects that it gave you initially, you know, give me some ideas, and then build upon one of these ideas that you've given me, right? And just have conversations with it.
Yeah, you could have, I was thinking you could have local, in your normal template, you could have a place for, your article or whatever, like you did the
Right. Yeah.
spotlight on this
Yeah,
neighborhood. Then
exactly.
you
If
could
you
do
are a foodie,
local events. You could
yeah.
do,
Mm-hmm.
if it's
Yep.
more community, thing, you could, like I know we spotlight one of our partners, one of our business partners. That's a normal part um, of our newsletter, and there's lots of different reasons to do a newsletter, not just to your SOI, but to even people that you want to touch at least once a month, um, in a deeper way, or it could just be your seller, if you created newsletters, if you will, or just emails for sellers, then those emails can then go into your seller, candidate people, that can go into that
Mm-hmm.
campaign. Same thing for buyers. If you just find buyer topics,
Yep.
it'll help you. Chat GPT can help you write better content. You could even ask it for ideas on great real estate newsletter topics. What are the popular, right now I'm guessing mortgage and interest rates and
Yeah,
things
I've been
like
doing a
that.
lot of that, trying to stay on top of current mortgage interest rates, and you know keep people up to date on what's happening
Yeah.
with
And
all of that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
um, you're the more niche, I can tell you, with newsletters, the more niche that you can make it, the more valuable you're going to be to your audience.
right.
When it's just general national news headlines of, market is, supply and demand across, 50 cities, 20 cities in the United States. Well, I don't know. You can get all of the national news headline stuff on CNN and, Forbes and anything else, but when you want to talk to people in your market, you need to talk about your market. And the only person that's going to know the market the best is you. And so you've got to intertwine the ideas that ChatGPT gives you, and then go in and decide if
What
the
is really
content that
relevant.
is going to, yeah, that it's going to give you can be tailored a little bit so that
Yeah,
it's
I think
kind
it's
of,
a great idea to use all those different ideas and then go in and really customize and go in and make it your own, and then or even just as a skeleton outline, then you could take off. I mean, sometimes that's just all it takes is for you to go, this would maybe, now they're talking about this, that maybe, that reminds me, I need to
Mhm.
maybe do one about where to find the best Christmas light displays. Oh, I need to probably do one that is, all the different things. Sometimes these are just the prompts are prompts for you as
Yeah,
well.
right. I'm actually
Good.
going to go ahead and schedule this one out for my next Friday.
Okay, well, we are out of time. It is now 12:01 Central Time. So, very good. I want to thank everybody for being on our call today. And we will be bringing back some more. If you have some specific questions about what you would like to see in kvCORE class with Jason, let us know. Drop a comment somewhere or send us a message. And we would love to hear what your ideas are for what you would like to hear about kvCORE next. What do you need the most help with?
Yeah, thanks for jumping on, you guys. Um, we'll do this the first Tuesday of every month. And our YouTube channel link is down in the chat. Again, if you don't already are subscribed on there, and be sure to add us on Workplace too, as we go live in Workplace in there. If you miss it, this video will be uploaded into our
YouTube.
YouTube channel here a little bit later.
Yeah,
All right.
perfect.
All right. I'm Jason Yeager with Great Branson Homes, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Take care.